guys, it's Jessica, and today I'm reviewing for you the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder in Translucent. And I have been wearing this. I bought it maybe, when did I put up that haul video? Maybe a month ago when I actually got this, and I can link that haul video below because I got a lot of amazing cheap drugstore things that I absolutely can't stop using. But this is one of the top 3 things that I was like, how have I lived this long without knowing about this? This is a loose powder, and the way it's meant to be used is you can wear it alone if you want to, just to kind of perfect your pores just a little bit, but mostly to kind of even things out, get rid of a little bit of excess shine, things like that. I like to use it over foundation because it does a really great job of setting it so that it's not going to move throughout the day. It's kind of like a barrier, but it's not only a barrier, it also soaks up a little bit of excess oil. And what has amazed me about this product is that not only does it do that beautifully, but it serves to still let my skin breathe. And a lot of finely milled powders like this tend to they look fine when I put it on, but it's so matte that I look like a porcelain doll. And I don't like that look. I know at least I don't like that look on myself. I know some people look absolutely gorgeous like that, but for me, I like it to look mattified-ish, but just a little bit of life in the face. I'm wearing this today, and so let's go ahead and get into the demo of how I apply this, and then afterwards, I'll talk about the nitty-gritty details of this product. Okay, so I have taken the sifter off of mine just because I felt that, you know, when I would have that little sifter on it and I would have to try and dump it into the lid, I always felt like it would make way more of a mess than if I were to just have it open and then I can dip my brush into it, tap it off, and I'm not having to like dump anything. So I really like using it this way. It's just easier to use. Of course, I can't really travel with this because this just pushes on. It doesn't like screw on or anything. So I would have to maybe put it in something else that's a little more secure. And to me, that is a big deal because I do travel quite a bit, so I would need to put this in another thing, but it is so worth it. And I just got like tweezers to get under it and then pulled it up that way in case you were curious. But I'm just using a brush. It's from Altair Beauty. I reviewed this a long time ago. It's just a really cheap brush set, but I really liked the brushes. But I'm just using this because it's big and fluffy enough, but it's not so big that it's going to get all over my desk, all over my shirt, all over the place, because this can tend to get a little bit messy. So I'm just going to dip it and get plenty on my brush and then tap off plenty of excess and try not to breathe it in. And I'm just going to start in my T-zone where I tend to be the oiliest and where my makeup tends to break apart the most, and just brush it there. And you can already see that like any of that shine is gone. But it's still, you can still see that my skin is still breathing. There's a little bit of oil left behind, which I really like because it makes me look like I'm not dead. Now I'm gonna do my nose as well because it gets the greasiest out of anything. So I'm first just gonna tap it on and press it in, and then I'm gonna tap the rest off and then kind of brush it so that any excess is gone. And anything extra I'm just kind of throwing right there under my, kind of on top of my concealer in a way. And I'm also gonna do anywhere that I didn't really put a ton of product, like I didn't put blush obviously here. And this can kind of help to blend in your blush as well if you feel that it's kind of wonky. It can kind of tend to help blur the edges of your blush and contour, which I really like. Anything extra I'll just kind of dust on the chin, but I'm never too concerned about the chin. But yeah, that is how I use this product. So this is about $3 anywhere you get it. I bought mine at Walmart in store. You can buy it on Walmart's website and in a million other places. I will link it below. They have 2 different shades. This is the translucent. They also sell the shade called Naturally Beige, which is obviously darker than this and has a little bit of pigment to it. I haven't tried it. I think it would be too dark for my skin tone, but you can look at it in store and kind of compare. But the translucent should work for virtually any skin tone. It might look a little powdery if you've got a really deep skin tone, but if you apply it with the light hand and really blend it in, it can look absolutely beautiful on anyone. But just know that obviously with a color like this, it could look ashy if you've got really dark skin tone. A similar product that I've tried is the e.l.f. HD powder. I've also tried some more high-end ones like the IT Cosmetics one, but honestly, I like the NYC one better. And this is the one, you know, IT Cosmetics is a lot more expensive and it's nice. It's their Bye Bye Pores. And the e.l.f. HD one is nice as well. But the NYC one is cheaper. easier to find in my opinion, and I just think that it is better. It feels like I'm using a high-end luxurious powder when I apply it, and the way that it wears throughout the day is absolutely amazing. It just lets your skin breathe through it, so it looks gorgeous and airbrushed almost, but it doesn't look so cakey. I'm just amazed at how well this works, and it doesn't have any glitter in it or anything like that. It just, whatever it is made of is just gorgeous. Like I'd mentioned, the packaging is not ideal, which is why I took off that sifter and I just used tweezers. But really, that's kind of the thing you face with all of these kinds of things. They all have sifters, and so then you dump it and then it gets, so that's just the nature of loose powder. I will say I like using loose powder better than like powder foundations or just mattifying powders, because I noticed that they make my skin look a little bit more normal. It doesn't look so cakey. You'd think that a loose powder would look more cakey, but it doesn't. It just seamlessly blends into the skin. The way most people would apply, I know that in my makeup classes I've taken, a lot of people use a big thick powder puff and you roll it into your skin, which really is probably the more ideal way, but honestly it's easier for me to use a brush, and I like the way it looks better in person when I use a brush rather than like a thick velour powder puff. I think a powder puff is maybe more ideal if you're doing stage work or film work, but I think for every day I'd rather use a brush. Overall, would I recommend it? Absolutely. It's $3. You could buy it, try it. If you hate it, pass it on to someone else that might like it. But I really think that you will absolutely love this product as much as I do. Hopefully this review is helpful for you guys. If you are interested in my many other drugstore review and demo videos, I will link the entire playlist below. If you want to make sure you catch my future videos and reviews, definitely subscribe, and I will catch you guys in my next one.